And when we looked alive, here are some facts of life which we don't really liked it. Yeah? There are two hardest things in life. It says one thing is saying hello for the first time to a new person. It's very hard to say hello. And after a long time, when you get acquainted with him, when you make friendship with him, at the end it's very hard to say goodbye. So goodbye and hello is a very hard thing that we come across in our life. But very sadly, there is one of the day to say goodbye to our dearest and our loved friends, beloved friends. And in our life, it's sometimes it's like irony. We don't like these things to happen in life, but it always happens. When we know someone, we had a lot of time, but we don't know that person very well, so we don't speak. We don't make much company, we don't make fun, we don't enjoy life. But after getting to know each other, when we're so friends, when we become so friends, when we know each other very well, we like to spend more time, but that time, we won't have time again, because the time would be carried away. When we come to know each other, we won't have time to enjoy together. So it's happening with our friends. It's just only noise behind the kitchen, just ignore that one. It happens in a life. We just came to know our friends for just few months, and now it's coming up, and then we know each other very well, and then the time has come to depart again. So it happened in our life over and over again. We'll always come across this kind of things in our life. You'll get to know someone, and when you are so close to him, you won't have time to enjoy with him or with her. It's an never-ending process in our life. In our friends, sometimes we have, when we're in college, we're not very friendly. I have few friends. When they were in the college, they are not friends. They talk very rarely. But after they depart from the college, after we went to different place for our works, for our studies, they fall in love. After only they depart, they fall in love, and they even get married. I have two friends like that. In the college, they never talk, they never speak, but after departing, maybe they text one, and then they get to know each other, and then they realize, wow, he's a nice person, or she is a nice person. But when we're together, we have a lot of misunderstanding. Some of the guys look very proud outside, so we don't talk to them much. They look arrogant, but once we get to know, there are a lot of good personalities in him or in her, so that we got attracted to her, or we got him, so that we get to know each other. So these things happen in life. So why don't you get to know each other now? Get spend time together, because a time is coming up. It will soon go like that, and it will just went by. And there's a saying that it says, goodbyes are only for those who loves with their eyes. Goodbyes are only for those who loves with their eyes. Because for those who loves with heart and soul, there is no such thing as separation. If you really love someone, distance is nothing. If you really love someone, color is nothing. Or the situation, time, everything is nothing. There is no separation for those who really loves someone. A few years back, in the newspaper, I read about a man. He's a guy from Netherlands, a Dutch, and also a Chinese. I think they came to know each other through social media, through WhatsApp or whatever it is, maybe probably Facebook. So they get to know, and then one day the guy decided to visit his beloved friend, all the way from Netherlands to China. And actually he did it. He visited China, but unfortunately the lady did not believe that he will be coming. He said, I'll come, but she didn't believe that. So that guy waited in the airport for 10 days. And unfortunately that guy is a typeface patient. So his typeface got worse, and he was taken back to Netherlands, and he was hospitalized. For his love, he came that far, traveling all the way from Netherlands. He doesn't know her well, but through social media he knows her. So all the way, distance is nothing. Traveling all that place to China just to meet his loved one. And then later the lady came to know that she came visit China, and then he went back. He felt so sorry for that, because she thought that there might be some other guy just fooling her. No? But what I mean is, distance means nothing. And shortly you'd be going to a different place, or might be situation might be different. But if you really love, and if you really will love you, that means it is nothing. Goodbye is nothing. It's just saying that we will miss you for a while until we meet again. That's the only thing. Goodbye is not for the Christian, to be honest, because there's always a time that we'll meet again. Until we meet again. It's just a kind of saying that we will miss you until we meet again. just saying goodbyes are not forever. Goodbyes are not the end. This simply means that I will miss you until we meet again. It's just a word. So it's nothing like forever because there will be time to meet again. And especially for this batch, it's a great help. We will always remember one thing about you is that the projector we have today, it's through the contribution. ATHM, the PCOM, and they contribute 500 each for this projector, and we are able to have this projector. So until and unless this projector gets full, we'll always remember. Just the jokes apart. No, we are so grateful for a great contribution. The church is indebted to you. We're greatly blessed by your presence, not only the projector, but through all your activities in the church. And to be one thing, this is the first time I'm full-time in ministry. And they are the first colleagues that I ever experienced in my life. You will be always in my heart until the last breath. You will be always with me because it's a great experience. Thank you. It's been a very great journey with you, and you'll be always in my heart. And I hope one day as I go on the ministry, many things I would realize the mistake, and I hope one day I'll look back and laugh at myself. Oh, that I should have done that way better. One day I might think, and for sure I might have hurt you in many ways, or incompetence in many things, but beg you, forgive me and forgive the church if we're not able to do well. And one more thing I want to add is the hope of Logos, the church. And since it's a farewell, let me just leave it up on this. It's a farewell. Our church, when you look at us, we're all of us are students. So financially, we're not stable, I should say. But one of the greatest hope, one of the greatest way that we believe that God will bless the Logos Church is through seniors, those who are going out. And as you're moving out from here, definitely you will be joining some job, or you will be landed somewhere which you are much better, in more efficient way than now. And our hope is on you. If God blessed you, remember the Logos Church. Our whole hope is on our graduates, because we the students have very less to support the church financially. Of course, spiritual development we will try our best, but we believe that the channel through which God will bless the Logos Church physically is through the seniors. And I will be keep on repeating this word until nonetheless. In all the farewells, I'll be repeating this word again and again, as long as I stay, because that's the hope. That's the only channel through which God is going to bless us. And I should believe that you'll be a great blessing, because you're great guys, good guys. I hope that you'll never forget the Logos, and you will always build up the relationship. Of course, the previous graduate, they are not known to me, so we don't have much emotional attachment. But since I'm very well acquainted with you, I think our relationship will build up much better. And then I think the Logos Church will prosper as you all moves in and land in a more better place. So that's a very short word I would like to say before my sermon.